I was told that I was going to be asked to answer some questions on film, and I'm not really sure about the rest. It was pretty vague.
I am here today to just tell people about the experience that I've had.
The questions made me search a little bit. I had to pause and really wonder, I want to give you a true answer. They made me think. I'm a small business owner, I'm a wife, a daughter, an aunt.
The best way to define Leslie Kirkland is outdoors. Anything nature, anything animals, trees, plants, anything that has to do with the outside.
I'm a 60-year-old, very self-assured woman that is also married and has 5 children.
I am Angela Arthurton. I am the mother of a 3-year-old, and I'm a lawyer, really busy, kind of scatterbrained.
You don't like talking about your faults, and you don't like talking about your weaknesses. I mean, that's not something, when somebody puts you on the spot and asks you about that, that's an uncomfortable, because it forces you to have to look at really what's within you and what's going on with you.
I feel self-conscious when I have to do anything on camera. Photos, that kind of thing. I like to kind of get in the back a little bit. That's not my comfort zone.
Even at my age, as we age, of course, things happen. Gravity takes over. I still, at times, break out.
In a swimsuit. Pretty much every day that I don't have heels on because I'm 5'0". I'm not always very comfortable in my own skin.
Stressors in your life, my goodness, where do you start? You find that you're constantly trying to keep everybody in line, get everybody where they need to go.
When I was younger and at church and they were talking about adversity, and I had to have been 28 maybe, I was like, man, I don't know, I haven't had any adversity. 3 or 4 years later that I found myself divorced, and that was a kick in the throat. And then I remarried and moved out of state about 2 years ago. That's probably been my biggest stressor, is leaving my children, who the oldest is 40 but is still my baby,
We put on a face and we put on a smile every day, and we go about our lives, and we want everybody to think we've got it all together. And when you start talking about, self-confidence issues, and you start talking about weaknesses, you don't have it all together. You don't want people to see that.
At my job, like when I know that I've killed it, or that I'm winning, or that my argument has carried the day, that is when I feel self-confident.
I feel confident when I'm having a dinner party. I love to host my friends and family.
I've never felt more self-confident than when I finished my master's. You just know you've invested so much of yourself.
After my divorce, I went to nursing school because I'd always been a stay-at-home mom, and I got my RN. That was empowering. That was so empowering. My self-confidence just went up tremendously.
Whenever I can actually get dressed up, put on makeup, do something for me, even if it's just something, as simple as going and having coffee.
Trying to persuade not only judges and opposing counsel to see your point of view, but also you have to be self-confident in persuading people to hire you and explaining their issues. And then also dealing with a toddler. They can smell weakness.
Feeling confident makes everything easier because you can relax.
Let's say I have some kind of cleansing, and the next day when you wake up, you feel fantastic, seriously. And I don't want to overblow it, because certainly it's not about looks. It's about that just little bit of boost, when you look in the mirror.
I can give more when I feel good, when I feel healthy and relaxed. It's no good to just give, and never take time for yourself.
It's really important that we have some kind of balance in our life, really. I think for our physical and mental health, the end result is a much healthier, happy person.
If you don't take care of yourself, and we don't make time for ourselves and invest in ourselves, then you definitely suffer emotionally and physically. When do I feel empowered? When do I feel confident? Because I need to focus on those things. Those are the things that you need to invest in.